Yeah?
Would it be aluminum?
I don't know if it was aluminum. I can't remember the specific metal.
Not important.
But they found that there's like in anywhere where there's like a lot of cars going by, like main intersections, busy roads, things like that, there's an extreme higher concentration. And the thing is they're breathable in such a large amount where every breath equates up to a specific amount. And it's the point where it's cancer causing, there's like a list of cancers that it causes, plus a whole bunch of other things like Alzheimer's, dementia. These are all things that get caused because these particles, they actually go directly, in parts of them go straight to the brain.
Yeah, well, people don't like to bring up the fact that there's still asbestos in brake pads. Keeps them from heating up. Asbestos is amazing for heat diversion. But there's still asbestos. Every time someone puts on their brakes, there's a little bit of asbestos being released into the air. You times that by every car on the road, and we're getting fucked up. Not to mention gasoline, the metals you're mentioning, the carbon. They're giant, big cancer machines. And no one seems to want to blame them because everyone likes cars. No, fuck you. They're bad. Just plain and simple, cars are bad for more reason than one. But the health risks, I've always thought that. I spent a good part of my life working at and then owning a gas station. I thought about that every day, that my own mortality just based on working there and being exposed to that all day, every day.
And it's a very valid fucking thought to have, because these particles are so bad that they're actually, like, because what they noticed was that seniors buildings are always located not retirement homes as much as you're talking about like a manor,
right.
An old folks home.
Yeah.
They are always located in the dead center of communities because, well, it's close for everybody. They can sort of walk or take their wheelchair or whatever else, and they have access to these areas.
Sure.
But these are the areas that are the worst for them because they're more susceptible to receiving this and having it doing quicker permanent damage.
Now, I would say that might be on purpose. Let's get rid of them faster so that their pensions don't pay out for as long.
Yeah, there's definitely a fucking valid thing to that. I actually don't believe that, just by going by the way these studies have been done, that it's a thing that nobody ever knew about, that nobody ever thought about it, nobody ever sort of cared about it.
No.
Because nobody's realized that it is just this sort of bad.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's really weird.
Yeah.
But
these people that are worried about genetic testing, people that are worried about all these other things, you've got to understand.
Dude,
there's way worse shit out there that you're taking in on a daily basis. You wonder why cancer's on the rise. You wonder why dementia's on. You wonder why depression and stress and anxiety. You wonder why all these things are on the rise. It's because we're pumped full of chemicals.
It's fucking, yeah, exactly. It's not vaccines. Vaccines are the least of our worries, I would say.
Yeah.
Our water, there's more oil every year comes from just regular runoff than was spilled by the Exxon Valdez. That's just regular runoff from a regular rainfall. More oil gets put into the water. So all that shit you're worried about an oil spill, well, we have them every fucking time it rains. So to eat that, Vancouver, worse than the Exxon Valdez every year. So,
do you remember the time when you could actually go outside when it's raining, just stick a cup out, collect it, just drink it, and it was just fresh, clean water? You can't do that anymore.
Well,
if
no.
the water comes in, it's dirty.
But you also remember acid rain.
Well, and I think that's the funny thing, because I think that is exactly what it is that's coming down now, because I know now I can take a clear fucking container, I can put it in the rain, I can put it, and that water's not clear anymore. That's coming right out of the sky. It is not clear.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's dirty.
It could be chemtrails. It could be... I don't believe in chemtrails, but it could be all kinds of stupid crap. It's filthy, and that's the thing that people don't understand. The world is just a filthy goddamn place.
Yes, it really fucking is.
So you're not saving anybody by being vegan. You're not saving anybody by not vaccinating your kids. Just ask the 33 families in Vancouver, their kids aren't allowed to go to school anymore because of the measles that they brought. And God bless you, Vancouver School Board, for coming up with that.
Yeah.
The 33 families, their children are not welcome until they're cured.
Sometimes somebody fucking did it.
These anti-vaxxer idiots. I'm not going to plug Flipboard today because that's been canceled in Canada for now. So, what can I plug real quick?
Hang on a second. Wait, I think we should anyways, just because we are international.
Yeah, we are, but I don't get paid anymore until this thing goes through. So if you want to hear any more about these news stories that Gord and I are talking about, just fucking listen to me and Gord and send us a buck.
There you go.
We're not allowed. What? No, I don't. Where am I? Sorry, I'm lost. We'll edit this out in a second. Just,
You say that, but we both know you won't.
I might this time. Let's do this real quick, just because I'll plug both of them. But if you think you can do what Gord and I do every night, I want to hear you try. You can go over to Anchor.fm. It's the best and easiest way to make your podcast ever. Create and host unlimited episodes, distribute them everywhere, and make money. All in the same place, all for free. Get started today. Download the app at the iStore, or the store, the App Store, the iStore, any of the stores. Anchor.fm, the easiest way to make your podcast ever. And if you don't think you could do what Gord and I do, maybe you have a message you want to send to a friend, a loved one, a coworker, an employer, whoever, and you don't feel comfortable saying it yourself, you can have Eric and Gord, or one of us, or both of us, say it for you. Just head over to ericandgord.simdiff.com, and there's a page there where you can leave us instructions. Please include the person's name, the reason for the message, and when you would like the message delivered to them. And allow us 48 hours to record it for you, and we will send any message to anyone you want.
And we'll do it happily.
We will do it happily, especially the bad ones. Those will be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, they will.
One other thing I just want to point out real quick, especially in light of the fact that our sponsorship is on hiatus for a moment, we have independent room to add any ads you want to our show. This is a show that is internationally acclaimed, award nominated, and currently tens of thousands of listeners around the world every night. This could reach a very large audience for any product or event or anything you have to advertise. Contact me directly, ericandgord@outlook.com, and we'll make arrangements for a mid-roll episode for cheaper than you're going to find anywhere else. You can send us an ad and have us insert it, or you can have us read a dynamic ad on the air. So ericandgord@outlook.com for advertising to a whole new audience that's constantly growing and constantly changing. Help me get to Degrassi Land.
Yes. I didn't get a chance last night because it took long enough just to get that whole fucking thing set up.
Yeah, it takes a while.
But I am going to push every one of my friends on Facebook specifically to make this go viral. I want this thing to hit international. I'm going to be hitting all my friends in the States. I'm going to be hitting up everybody I know.
Let me tell you guys how easy this is. Listeners, if every one of our listeners kicked in 50 cents, we'd reach our goal. 50 cents. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
And so friends, family, anyone who listens to this, people of Ashburn, we saw how well you're doing. We did a bit on that a while ago. You can afford it.
You guys got fucking money. Hook us up.
Oh, Ashburn. Yeah, this is very cool. It has to happen. And as I said, for those of you who don't know, I am hitchhiking to Toronto for this event and doing a YouTube documentary to show you all my shenanigans on the road, doing my best Terry Fox impersonation.
I'm still nervous about you hitchhiking it.
I'm scared shitless. It's not a good idea in any way, but it's going to make for a great podcast.
I still would rather us make enough money to get you a return flight. Like
Oh yeah, I'm not hitchhiking home.
No, like I would rather you fly out and fly back. And
You know who could help us out? You know who could help us with paying for this? I found out a really funny fact today. Michael Jordan, to this day, still makes more money every year than all of the Nike factory employees put together.
Really? On what?
On endorsement deals. If you add up all the salaries of everyone who works in a Nike factory, he still makes more than them every year. That's
Wow.
that's a
That's fuck.
that's a fun fact. So hey, Michael Jordan, shoot me a couple of bucks, get me to Degrassi Land.
Yeah.
I just thought that was.
Afford it?
I read that today. I thought it was interesting. I don't know how he's still like making Nike money.
Well, the big thing is because he still has the Air Jordan line, the shoes.
Yeah, and they're $300, and they're popular. I don't get that. It's they're like the iPhone. They come out every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And
Oh, have you seen the new Samsung fucking phone
I have, yes.
where it's got the flip screen?
Yeah,
$2,000 fucking dollars.
it's spectacular. They're
Oh
sa-
my god, I want one.
They're saying Samsung could take the first place spot with this phone. I believe it comes out this coming weekend.
I know it comes out soon. That's for sure.
I'm pretty sure the announcement was this weekend, and they're thinking it could take over. For Apple's always been number one, and they're saying this is the year where they get a run for their money for the first time ever. It's got a better camera than the new iPhone,
Yep.
and the Google Assistant is just leaps and bounds ahead of Siri. Siri's in third place now, so lots of reasons to go Samsung except for the price tag. And I also have insider information that you do not want to rush out and buy the new phones when they come out next weekend, because they are not equipped to handle 5G, and the world is going 5G before the end of this year. So all these phones are going to be re-released in the fall.
Yeah, but I thought that 5G is only being run through that Chinese company, and they're now... That might just end up getting fucking canceled.
I think they're spearheading it. I don't know that they're the only ones doing it. I think it's inevitable. They're just going to be the foremost proponents of it.
Oh, well then.
They've always been ahead of the curve as far as technology goes, reaching rural areas, doing things like the 5G. That's what they do. They're a very innovative company. I don't think we should turn our back on the whole company just because of a couple of yahoos who are spying. But then again, I don't give a shit that the Chinese are
we
spying.
should turn our back to these guys because they do bad things with the information, and I think that's a problem. I think that the money should be put towards, or the investment should be put towards somebody else.
Well, how are they different than Facebook? Facebook does bad things with our information every day.
Yeah, but at least it's not owned by a Chinese company.
Yet.
I think that's a problem. Yet. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. I think we're going that direction no matter what we do. I don't think a cell phone company is going to stop it, especially in Canada. They're just going to take over. It's a scary thing, but when you think, like, the communities where I live, 87% are of Asian, not descent. They're born in Asia and now live here. Over 50% of Canada, the living population today, over 50% of us were not born here. That's just a fact. Canadian people are being weeded out.
Yeah, that's true.
For better or worse, I can't say, but there's not going to be white Canadian kids in 50 years.
Well, whites are about to be in the process of becoming the minority on the planet anyway, so...
Yeah, well, it's 50-50 now. So.
Well, we already are the minority in Canada.
I believe, last time I checked, we are.
Yeah.
What else do I have? I just have other stupid facts tonight.
Let's go with it because